to watch?
Did you just say you fell asleep in theaters?
Yeah, it's Solo, a Star Wars story. You expect me to stay awake through it?
I think this Batman movie is the best Batman we've seen on screen, including all of the Dark Knight movies.
Yes! Let's go, dude! I've spoken.
You need to stop saying I have spoken after super controversial hot takes like that, because it's not funny anymore. You're just saying things.
I've spoken.
And he prays to God, not to kill Spider-Man, but to kill Peter Parker for embarrassing him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Real Friends. I'm Cole.
I'm Caleb, and today we have a bunch of fun stuff planned for the episode. Our main thing is we're going to be talking through some Spider-Man rankings because we're getting ready for Brand New Day, which is coming out just a couple weeks from recording. We are also going to do a couple little segments just about us, and then a really fun thing is Cole is going to do a review on the Batman 2022. Cole, tell us why you're doing this.
When I watched The Batman 2022 starring Robert Pattinson, I don't know what it was. I must have been in a bad mood. I must have read some horrible online forums. I was not having it. And Caleb, interesting, convinced me to rewatch it. Caleb nagged me a lot the past couple weeks. And here we are. I finally rewatched it, and I have some thoughts. But before we get into all of that jazz, Caleb, what are we thinking?
Yes. So, just want to real quick just say thank you. Thank you to everyone. We just kind of went live with our podcast, with our social medias. We've been releasing clips from the pod, and we've been doing a lot on social media. And you know, we got to say, like, our expectations for engagement on our stuff at the beginning was like on the floor. Mm-hmm. We did not expect anything to blow up. We did not expect a lot of views, a lot of comments, a lot of follows, a lot of likes, nothing. I mean, no one even knows who we are. We don't consider ourselves like great at this yet. Correct. Or even good at this. Like we're literally beginners, and you should hear me and Cole's conversations. It's constantly like, what can we do better? We need to fix this. This sucks. This is great. Stuff like that. So we want to say thank you because one of our clips on Instagram has, the last time I checked, 31,000 plus views.
That sounds right.
Which is crazy. It was the Disclosure Day dialogue video. Again, that blew our minds that we got that many people watching. We have over 800 likes. Like 300 something people have sent that to someone else. So again, we did not expect anything like that. So thank you. And you know, we've also dropped some hot takes. We've dropped some rankings. We've dropped
some hot takes, like the Last Jedi being better than Toy Story 3.
Come at me, dude. I stand by it.
Respectfully.
We've dropped some clips of our Supergirl review from last week. So, you know, even in that video, we said some things that some people didn't like. So we thought it'd be fun to, you know, choose some comments that were our favorites. Some are our favorites because they're just hating on us and it's funny. Some are actually good comments. Like I have a couple of Star Wars rankings that people dropped that, you know, I just want to highlight them real quick because I think that's fun.
Yep.
And I also want to say we will never be the people that get in fights in the comment section or argue with people. We're never going to do that. That is not what we're about. We think it's funny when people get mad at us
100%
and hate on us, and we might be a little sarcastic or we might say something, but we're never going to be serious or fighting with people. We're having a good time. That's why we're doing this.
100%. So, it's all jokes, and even if you're really mean to us, that means we're doing our job right.
Yep.
So you're never going to hurt our feelings. So if that's your intent, keep it up, but it's not going to work.
Yes, facts. Okay, cool. So I'm going to read my first one, and then Cole, you can do one after me.
You got it.
So this one is from our Disclosure Day dialogue video, which people were very mad at us. I love this comment. This is my number one favorite out of all of them. I'm not going to say who wrote it or anything, but here we go. The quote is, "CinemaSins ruin film discourse so much that two dudes with Funko Pops in their bedrooms think they're making interesting points and dunking on checks notes. Steven Spielberg. Insane.
Bro, what did I say? Didn't we respond with something stupid about dunking?
I think I have a response. I said from the Real Friends account, I said, you work for the aliens, don't you? That got a bunch of likes. I think I don't have what you said.
Maybe I didn't respond.
What I said was, hey, bro, that's not true. My Funko Pops are in my living room.
Yeah, that one had me rolling, bro. Like, look at them just sitting behind you on your lap. Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah, I'm not in my bedroom right now, so
funny.
You're wrong. But I thought that was so funny, dude. Two dudes with Funko Pops in their bedrooms are critiquing Steven Spielberg. I mean,
I had 0 Funko Pops in my shot, so they were already wrong from the get-go.
Yeah, they were wrong about that. All right, Cole, give us a good comment.
So this is one that I wrote down also from Disclosure Day. This is from a friend of ours, Theme Park Daddies. Shout out. He commented.
Theme Park Daddies.
He was actually the first person to comment on this video, like the second we dropped it, and he said,
"He's the best."
To be fair, I shout my room whenever I walk into a room because I'm territorial, and I thought that was as funny as it was going to get, but it just got stupider and stupider. So shout out Ryan for that because
shout out Ryan.
He cooked on that one. That one had me rolling.
This is so funny. I'm territorial. My room. I have another one here. This was on the Toy Story 3 versus The Last Jedi video.
Controversial.
This guy just said, very controversial. This guy just said, is he just pretending to know what he's talking about? And I responded, yes.
I had that one on my list too because that one is so funny.
It's so funny. Kind of valid though.
And I also, from that video, there were a few that were really great. I really liked the meme that just said worst unemployed moments. Like,
oh, so funny.
That one had me rolling because neither of us are unemployed, but that's such an internet thing to say. I was like, bro.
Yes.
Bro, this is too good. That one was great.
So funny, dude.
I also liked this take is hotter than Anakin on Mustafar. That was pretty clever. Tristan pop off for
Tristan.
That one.
Shout out Tristan.
Good. That was good.
That was a good one. Okay. This one is from me and Cole's friend Andrew Wilson. I'm gonna put him on blast. He said on the same video, Toy Story 3 versus The Last Jedi, Andrew freaking Wilson said Toy Story 3 is a phenomenal movie, better than any Star Wars film, no cap.
Andrew, $800 a month, Wilson? Are you serious? Are you serious? That is a hot take right there, bro.
Disgusting.
That's more hot than our takes at all. That's probably more hot than The Last Jedi being better than Toy Story 3. That is insane.
I think he just wants attention. All right.
What?
I'm gonna rattle off another one real quick.
Yeah, let's go.
This one is from my pastor, Joshua K. Kraft on Instagram. Follow his podcast, The Dialogue, if you are into philosophy and just listening to geniuses talk. He just dropped a Star Wars ranking. So not us. We are not in the same category at all. But I asked for his Star Wars ranking in the comments because he was definitely roasting me for loving The Last Jedi this much, which is, again, that's valid. So I asked for a Star Wars ranking real quick. I'm just going to read it off. So, number 1. And Cole, I want to hear your thoughts.
I'm ready.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you, King. Cole, I want to hear your thoughts on his ranking. So, number 1, Empire Strikes Back, peak of Star Wars, plus the greatest jaw drop reveal in the history of sci-fi, if not film itself. Number 2, A New Hope. Number 3, Rogue One. That might be a little bit of a hot take, putting Rogue One in your top 3, but no more than The Last Jedi. So
we could talk about that.
Yeah. The movie was good, but Andor actually pushed it into my top 3 best non-Jedi Star Wars arc ever. I mean, valid.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
100%. 4, Return of the Jedi. 5, The Force Awakens. 6, The Last Jedi. I actually appreciate all the risks they took here. I think Rian Johnson was setting up Episode 9 to be an incredible ending. Too bad J.J. Abrams came back for 9. Couldn't agree more with that.
Facts. That's facts. I can agree with that.
Then he said Revenge of the Sith, and under that he just said, no!
Okay, that's kind of funny, but also having Revenge of the Sith that low infuriates me.
Mm-mm.
I grew up
No.
on Revenge of the Sith. I probably watched Revenge of the Sith more than any other Star Wars film. It should not be that low.
Yes, it should. He's right. No.
N-
You want
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith to be in top 5?
I want it to be in top 5, correct. Keep going, though. We'll discuss.
You literally disgust me. All right, next one. Attack of the Clones. And then
I like Attack of
eighth
the
place. Me too. I like Attack of the Clones. 8th place, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that's
9th
just fine.
place, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, which is valid.
That's the best place it should be.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Episode 9 is the worst Star Wars movie ever made.
Or wait, are we missing one? Was there another movie that we missed?
I was going to say Solo's not on there. I don't know if he's seen it.
Oh,
don't
wait. How many movies have you listed? 9 or 10?
That was 9.
Oh, but Rogue One's up there, so doesn't that mean we're missing one?
You know?
You
might
know
be
what I
right.
mean? Did you fail
Empire.
math?
A New Hope, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, The Phantom Menace, The Rise of Skywalker's 9.
But Rogue One's up there, and we're missing one. Are we stupid?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he listed 6 twice by accident. He put 6 as The Last Jedi and 6 as Revenge of the Sith. It should
Oh.
be 6 Last Jedi, 7 Revenge of the Sith, 8 Attack of the Clones,
Okay, got you. Okay, I was confused. I was just making sure we hit them all.
9 The Phantom Menace, 10 The Rise of Skywalker. He didn't list Solo.
I need to go
Which is
back and
fine.
rewatch. I need to rewatch Solo because a lot of people
Yeah.
say that like they hated it on first viewing, and then the second viewing they were like, "All right, it's not that bad." So I need to give it a shot. I need to give it a new
Same.
shot.
I've only ever seen it when I saw it in theaters and I fell asleep. So,
Maybe we should have.
ooh, it could be a fun one to watch.
Did you just say you fell asleep in theaters?
Yeah, it's Solo, a Star Wars story. You expect me to stay awake through it?
I expect you to stay awake when you're in a loud theater, regardless. This
bro, I
ain't your
can sleep
house where you're
anywhere.
watching movies at 11 p.m. and you're like, I'll finish this in the morning. No, you paid money to see this movie. You're not falling asleep.
I paid for a fire nap, dude. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm just going to
Yeah.
hit you with my takes on this one.
Okay.
Empire is phenomenal. I'd take A New Hope over Empire. I'd probably have this is definitely going to be a hot take. A New Hope, Rogue One, very closely followed by Empire.
Rogue One is your second favorite Star Wars movie?
I love Rogue One. Rogue One is phenomenal, and like he said, Andor elevates it even more. Yeah, I'm going to stand by that. That is not too hot of a take. I do not think that's too hot of a take right there. Am I
Rogue
wrong?
One is your second favorite Star Wars. Yes, you're wrong.
I like it. What am I supposed to do?
You just want attention.
I don't want attention. This is not me like trying to bait you into an argument. I genuinely like Rogue One. It's fire.
Okay, give me the rest of your ranking. Give me the rest.
And then I'm not going to rank all of them. I'm probably just going to
yeah,
do top
yeah,
5.
we gotta save that.
Revenge of the Sith is 4. I'm not going to apologize for that. I love that movie. And I'm not saying it's a great movie. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying purely on enjoying. Okay? Purely on enjoyment. Revenge of the Sith, honestly, is probably higher. But I don't want to get shot. I love that movie. Has all the memes. Extremely quotable. I watched it so many times as a kid on the VHS. Love that movie. I'm not going to fight you on that. Sorry. In 5, I don't even know what I would put in 5. I don't love Return of the Jedi. Does anybody love Return of the Jedi?
I love Return of the Jedi.
Great. We'll just put Return of the Jedi in 5 because I don't know if I can think too much more on this because we have a lot of
People hate
content
on
to get
Return,
into.
but guess what?
What?
It's still a part of the original trilogy.
It is,
It
and I'm not
features-
saying it's bad.
It features the redemption of Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader.
That's true. That's pretty fire.
at me.
I'll give it that. I feel like there's a lot to be desired in Return of the Jedi. Like a lot of things
feel
that are just in the middle that I don't care about at all, which is why I can't rate it super high.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'd probably put Attack of the Clones above it.
Yeah.
It's because I used to hate Attack of the Clones, and then I actually thought about it for a second. I was like, this isn't bad at all. Why was I hating on this movie so much? It has the sand scene, but the sand scene's iconic, and there's so many awesome scenes in that movie. So I would say my
Yeah.
fifth one is going to be Attack of the Clones, not Return of the Jedi.
Ew! You have the worst Star Wars ranking, literally, of anyone I've ever met, dude. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. So, New Hope, valid. Rogue One, Empire, Revenge of the Sith, to Attack of the Clones in the top 5.
Fair. That's fair.
You're freaking disgusting.
Fair. Hey. At least I didn't put The Last Jedi ahead of Toy Story 3. And that's where I'm going to end this.
My whole chest.
That's where I'm going to end this discussion. Let's move on.
That's freaking disgusting. All right, I have one more comment real quick.
Make it happen.
From my friend Matt in Sulaco. He just said, never let these two rank ever again.
That was the first one I had on my list.
Really?
And I think I'll wrap it up with this one, because this one made me laugh more than any other comment. 2 goofballs with mics in their bedroom critiquing ... Spielberg ... gosh darn TikTok brain rot.
But it didn't say gosh darn.
It did not say gosh darn. Peak cinema. That's how I knew we did it. Peak cinema. Absolute
Smoothly,
peak
I just
cinema.
changed that there.
That
I
was
didn't mess
good.
that up.
Caleb's a boomer. If you've watched the whole pod before, all 5 of you, you know
boomer.
that bro does not know how to control his phone. Dude tried to upload a file to Google Drive earlier, and he uploaded a screen recording of an asset he used in a clip.
Sound effect.
So that was pretty
So
impressive. You did it so seamlessly. You're learning. I'm so proud of you.
I told you we're learning every week how to be better on this pod. All right.
Yo!
You see that? That's 2 for 2.
That was so sick. All right, let's move on.
Go.
What's the next segment, bro?
All right. Do you want to talk about how we're doing, or do you want to talk about the Batman next?
Oh, snap. Let's just get in. Let's do like a very brief how we're doing, because we got a lot of stuff to get into.
Hold on real quick. Let me turn my fan off.
I can't even hear it.
That's good. I'm just nervous about it.
I got you.
Okay. How are you doing, Cole? Tell me, what's been going on in Cole Town?
That's good. I've been doing good. Been working a lot on the pod, which has been really fun. Fueling that creative itch. I was working on some scripts, and then we started doing this like part-time, Yeah. And I haven't been writing, but I want to get back into writing because I have some good ideas, and I'm itching to be creative, but I think I'm being creative here, so that's enough for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm working my last 2 days at the coffee shop. Today was one of them, and then tomorrow is July 4th, so
Dang.
I get to work my last day there, and then I'll pretty much have until I move home off, so I can just do my normal job, work on the podcast, and
Heck yeah.
hang out with people before I bounce. Ben's coming to town next weekend, and he's going to
Heck
help me
yeah.
move back. Ben and David.
Love you, Ben.
So
David.
David's
Perks?
going to be coming too. Yeah, David Perks.
Heck yeah, brother.
So I'm hyped for that. Other than that, not a whole lot's been going on. What about you, Chief?
Yeah, man. Same thing for me. We've been working on this podcast quite a bit. It may look like we're just turning on a camera and yapping, but there is a lot of time and work that goes behind our goals. We could be doing less, but we want to be doing the most. And like you said, it is kind of like a part-time job, like the amount we're putting into it. And I love it, man. We are having so much fun. I mean, Cole and I live in different states, and we honestly haven't talked this consistently in years.
Yeah, it's been
we
a
still
long
have
time.
talked, been friends, visited, all of that stuff, but never this consistently. So it's been awesome, mainly for that reason. But
100%.
Also, like you were saying, like we are doing something we're passionate about together, and we're being creative pretty much every day. We're thinking new segments on the pod. We're editing videos. We're coming up with just all kinds of stuff. So I've been loving it. Besides that, I've been working this week. Work's been good. Been hanging out with Riley and Judah. Always the best. Riley and I are still watching Bear Season 4, and it's good. I like it so far. I like it quite a bit. So that's
good.
kind of what's been going on with us.
We definitely got to get into a Gary review and Season 5 review in a couple weeks because I have yet to watch it. So when we both watch Gary, I think we should both start 5, and we'll go from there.
Agreed. That sounds awesome.
Sick.
All right. So our next part of the episode is our review of the Batman 2022. Now, Cole hadn't seen this movie in a long time and didn't really like it.
That's correct.
And I thought that was a crazy and hurtful thing to say because this movie cinema. So, Cole, after rewatching the Batman, give us your review.
So, for my review, I didn't care much for the Batman when it came out. I thought he was emo. Didn't like that he was calling himself Vengeance. I thought that was super stupid and gimmicky. It sounds cringy, bro. He's Batman. Stop saying it. That is cringing me out.
I'm Vengeance.
Okay. There were a lot of problems I had with it. And watching it the second time, I was struggling to come up with those reasons because everything I was witnessing was absolute cinema. So I really had to go deep into my brain. There he is. Deep into my brain to figure out why I hated it. So I wrote down a few notes. One, could be the runtime. It's a long movie. 2 hours, 47 minutes before credits. That's a long movie right there. Compared to The Dark Knight, which is 2 hours and 24 minutes before credits. I just felt like The Dark Knight script was a lot tighter. There wasn't a lot of things they needed to cut out, some fat that needed to be trimmed. I felt like there was a little bit in the third act of The Batman, and I think that was a big problem for me because to watch a super, super long movie, I had to be fully invested, and I think I was already biased against it for some reason. So, whatever, maybe I was also having Robert Pattinson fatigue. Like, he's been in so many movies recently. Why is bro Batman? So I think everything was just working against me. Another thing I noticed while I was watching is I don't really care for Zoe Kravitz at all. And I don't love Catwoman. Like, I didn't care much about her in The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight. Was she in The Dark Knight Rises, right?
I have no idea.
Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises?
I think she was in it.
Yeah, so I think I was just expecting something a little different, like with new villains and stuff, and for some reason Catwoman was in it. And I think in general, I don't really care about Zoe Kravitz, from... I listed off some movies that she was in that I don't really care about. Divergent, the TV show Big Little Lies, X-Men First Class, all of these things I have watched, and every time I see her on screen, I'm just like, get her out of here. And that's nothing against her. I just don't care about Zoe Kravitz, and that's probably a gut reaction. Like, guys, I'm grasping at straws here because I'm absolutely foolish for this opinion that I had. So that's a thought that went through my head too.
Okay.
The flooding in Act 3, I didn't love the entire arena being flooded. That was part of like the long script. I was just like, ugh, just get me through this. I'm bored. It's a crazy scene, but I wish it would have just moved on a little bit quicker, and that's an opinion I still hold. That's probably the only part of the movie I think failed, which leads to the long runtime. So just a bunch of these things I wasn't a big fan of. However, due to the constant nagging from Caleb and from my roommate, Tristan, I gave it a reevaluation on Monday. And boy, I was wrong. I was extremely wrong about this take. 6 minutes into the movie, 6 minutes in, I texted Caleb. I said, bro, I don't know what I said. I might have been like, I made a mistake. I don't know how I could have been so wrong.
Pretty much.
I was cooked because the POV of Riddler just like frantically staring at, I think it was the mayor, right? Who gets killed in the beginning of the movie?
I believe so.
Yeah, whoever it was, I think it was the mayor, because that sets off the whole chain of advance with politicians and stuff. He's just stalking him, and then it cuts to him inside the house, and then the way that it's lit with him standing in the back of the scene, and then he moves out of frame and he's just standing there, and you're like, oh, that is creepy and so eerie. That's when I realized I don't think I was even watching this movie correctly the first time. Because Caleb also filled me in about how Batman universally is one of the world's greatest detectives. And I didn't understand that because I'm not a huge comic book nerd. I just like movies.
Yeah.
And going into it with that fresher perspective, I realized the superhero comic book aspect of this movie kind of takes the back seat to a fire detective crime
Yes.
noir.
Yes.
And I freaking love that.
Yes.
I looked over at Tristan because he popped in and like we restarted it. We were an hour in and he's like, dude, let me go walk Tori. And I was like, bet, just restart it. And I was like, let's get into it. So I watched like the first hour twice. That's how good it was. And
oh, wow.
And I forgot the point I was gonna make there. But I looked over at him and I was like, dude, this feels like a David Fincher film. Like with the color grading, with the pacing, he does a lot of crime movies. I was locked in. And to be saying a superhero movie felt like a David Fincher film, that should be the ultimate compliment right there. Because David Fincher does it right. Except for The Killer. I hate that movie, but we'll get into that later. So, I started looking at it with a new lens. And every scene was just building on the last. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Heck yeah.
And I genuinely don't have any complaints about this movie. I was even able to get over the Catwoman stuff with Zoe Kravitz. That's how much I was able to look past it. She killed it. I still don't love Zoe Kravitz, but I think she did good as Catwoman, and it kind of made a lot more sense in this story than Anne Hathaway's Catwoman did in The Dark Knight Rises. I just didn't care for her in that. I thought Catwoman was kind of a weak character. But all of my reasons for disliking this film vanished. And even during the long runtime, when we were in the arena and the bombs had gone off, and all the sniper dudes were up on the roof, just taking out people, there was absolute cinema. Batman jumps down, cuts off the electrical thing, sacrifices himself to save everyone. Felt a little anticlimactic there because, all he did was fall and nothing happened, but it was very clear what he was trying to accomplish, which I felt was really real. No complaints. No complaints, even as long as the movie was. I want to watch it again. I want to recommend this to everybody. I called Ben.
Yes.
I called my brother Ben. I said, dog, I've been wrong. And he was like, I didn't really love that movie. I said, maybe you're the reason why. Maybe we had a conversation and I got negatively influenced, and I called him out on that. So that could have been it too. Maybe it was Ben.
Ben, you need to rewatch this movie too.
And that's what I told him. I said, bro, rewatch this movie. So maybe he will, maybe he won't, maybe we will together. I don't know. But here's a hot take. I think this Batman movie is the best Batman we've seen on screen, including all of the Dark Knight movies.
Yes! Let's go, dude.
Do you agree with that?
That's my same opinion. Yes. Wow.
Great.
I was going to say this.
Throw me some. Cheers.
I was going to say this, and I thought you were going to roast the crap out of me, and I thought it was going to be a whole thing.
I'm
Bro,
listening.
this is the best Batman movie.
Yeah, The Dark Knight is overrated, and I think we talked about that. The best part of that movie is Heath Ledger, and you can't deny his performance. He killed it as the Joker. Taking Heath Ledger out of it. Best Batman movie. Best Batman movie of all time. So good.
Dude, that makes me so happy for you to say. I freaking love this movie, dude. Dude, I can name off so many things. The suit.
Yep.
The suit is my favorite Batman suit.
Suit's fire.
Bro, it's the leather cowl with the slight sheen of the lights that hit it, bro.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, bro. The way Robert Pattinson's jawline is coming out of it, it just looks awesome. It has so much aura, dude. This movie is so incredible, bro. The score, Michael Giacchino's score for this movie.
Oh, he scored it?
So yes, bro.
I love him. He's so good.
It's so awesome. Something in the Way, bro. That song playing. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, it hits. The first time it plays.
It hits, dude.
The first time it plays, you just feel something inside of you. You're like, this song was made for this movie. It was made for Robert Pattinson's Batman. Beautiful.
Oh, dude. Yes, beautiful.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, like we were talking about, the detective aspect of this movie is awesome. Batman, being Batman, being a genius, and figuring out this mystery that's kind of going on from the Riddler is awesome.
Totally.
Alfred, Andy Serkis as Alfred, bro. He's so awesome at this movie.
It was
bro.
Andy Serkis. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, is that Smeagol? Isn't Smeagol Andy Serkis?
Bro. Yeah.
Dude, crushed it.
Bro,
that relationship was way more impactful than anything with Michael Caine. You actually felt like
100%.
they've been together forever. And the way that Robert Pattinson was tweaking out when he realized where that bomb was going, and he's like,
Yep.
I gotta call Alfred. And then,
Yes.
I thought he was dead. I forgot that he
And
lived.
yes,
So I was
me
like,
too.
no, no.
And the hospital scene is so beautiful of them
Peak. So good.
talking, and Bruce is relieved that he's alive. The penguin, Colin Farrell's penguin,
He cooked.
is
He cooked.
awesome. Paul Dano's Riddler. The
Dude.
prison scene where he's comparing them to.
Yeah, I wrote down as a point, Paul Dano. Boy, did he crush it.
Does he
Even
know?
under the mask, he carries the presence of Riddler. His eyes.
Totally, bro.
His eyes. And when they captured him in the diner, you know that bro is in control. You know, because of just the way he's sitting there, and they like slam him down, and he's like, oh, so good.
I love that they used Riddler to tell a very modernized story with all the internet trolls and him kind of talking to all these people on the internet and doing all this, but it didn't feel like they're doing it in like an on-the-nose cheesy way. It felt still grounded and gritty, but like it could happen right now.
I didn't even feel an agenda. So they did the job right. I also think that Paul Dano's performance here just fumbles Quentin Tarantino's take on him as an actor so hard. Like, I was watching and I just kept thinking about Quentin Tarantino getting into beef for no reason with a phenomenal actor.
Totally.
We're never going to see him in a Tarantino film because Tarantino is stupid.
Yep.
I don't get it, bro. Dano crushed it. Dano crushed it. He rivals some of the best actors on screen, specifically Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. I don't understand his take on that, and this movie just further portrays how good of an actor he is. I was mesmerized by the Riddler.
100% agree. I will say, kind of my maybe only downside with this movie, or biggest, is exactly what you were saying. It's too long. There is 10 minutes at the end of this movie that you could completely cut out of this movie and it wouldn't matter.
I kept expecting it to end. I wanted
it to. I wanted it to end, bro. In my opinion, I've said this since the first time I watched it in theaters. The ending of this movie should have been Batman carrying that person out of the arena through the water with the sun hitting and the music is swelling and it's feeling like
scene.
Hopeful, victorious, and it hits this point where it should have cut to black and it didn't.
Instead we see him driving off with Cat. Instead it keeps going with him driving off with Catwoman on their motorcycles, and you're like, bruh, just end it already.
That felt like the studio made them throw in some stuff to set up another movie.
Yep, at least we have.
Don't get me wrong, I want a second movie, but you didn't have to like set it up so hard, in my opinion. But
I agree.
For sake of time, anything else you're feeling on this movie, bro?
10 out of 10. I truly give it a 10 out of 10.
You give it a 10 out of 10.
It might be one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen in my life. And maybe that's recency bias because I just rewatched it. But that's my take right now. I was so impressed. Production quality, that's not even a question. The first scene, you know what you're in for. So we don't even have to talk about that. 10 out of 10. Absolute cinema. I loved it. He cooked. Excellent work to Matt Reeves, and I'm excited for Clayface. Clayface is going to rock. I'm ready.
Yes. Heck yeah, brother. Well, all right. So that was Cole's review of The Batman. Wow, I'm so happy with how that went. All right.
Great.
We're going to get into our main event for this episode. So we are kind of theming our episodes in the month of July around Spider-Man because it is Spider-Man month. Brother, Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out.
It's time.
In like literally, I think like 3-ish weeks from recording, dude.
July 31st.
We're in Spider-Man month.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. So, in excitement and anticipation, we are going to do a lot of fun Spider-Man stuff leading up to it. Today, we're going to do Spider-Man themed rankings on the movies, just kind of recapping all the Spider-Man movies up to this point. So, should we get into our first ranking?
100%. Start us out, Caleb.
All right. So, first we are going to rank every Spider-Man villain that has been on screen up to this point. Okay?
And we're including Spider-Verse, right? Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse is included. every
Great.
Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go from. Should I go from 1 to 13 or 13 to 1?
Let's do 13 to 1.
I'm feeling 13 to 1 too.
I definitely think I missed a few because I only have 10. I forgot to add Spot in there, like you said. I missed 2, so we'll establish that whenever you get through your ranking, and maybe I'll remember them.
Okay, so here is my ranking of every on-screen Spider-Man villain. In number 13, I wrote Freaky Green Goblin from TASM 2.
Oh, is that Harry Osborn?
Harry Osborn. What do I even need to say? It's disgusting. It's such a tacked on plot line to the movie. We've seen it before in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. It's bad. Number 12, James Franco, Green Goblin. Also, Harry Osborn, Green Goblin. They both are. This is from Spider-Man 3, the worst Spider-Man movie that exists.
For the record, I call him Little Goblin Jr.
Ooh, Little Goblin Jr. is great.
He's on my list. He's a little higher than that, but I give you respect for that. I give you respect.
Okay, number 11, Venom, Spider-Man 3.
Wow, I have him way higher on my list.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have nostalgia for the Sam Raimi movies. I have nostalgia for Spider-Man 3. I had the toys. I don't hate the movie, but I don't like it.
That's all right. Keep going.
All right. Number 10, I have Rhino from TASM 2 from the ending scene. Paul Giamatti in a rhinoceros mechanical costume like Andrew Garfield says in No Way Home. I love that he referenced that in that scene where they're talking. So funny.
The fact that Rhino isn't your number 13 should frighten you. It should absolutely frighten you. He's my number 10. Bro does nothing for the entire scene that he's in.
Moving on. Number 9, we have Lizard from TASM 1. Now, to me, Lizard isn't terrible, but he's not very good.
Hot take.
Let me hear it.
He's not that low. He should not be that low. I have him upwards of top 5.
Interesting. I don't think he's bad, but there's a lot of great villains. There's a lot of great villains, brother.
You're telling me that Electro. You're telling me that Electro is better than him.
Oh, just wait. You're gonna be pissed off. Just wait.
You psycho. Wow.
Lizard wants to turn everyone into lizards. It's an interesting plot line. And TASM 1's a good movie. Next, number 8, we have Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal from Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah, Mysterio's my number 9.
Okay, yeah. He's good. I think he's good, but it's not the most compelling storyline in the world to me that he worked for Tony Stark and that Tony stole his barf invention.
So boring. It's such a boring villain. What is his connection to freaking Spider-Man? There is no connection besides Tony.
Agreed. 100%.
Stupid.
And it also kind of ruins Tony just being oh, he stole this guy's invention. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Okay, number 7. Now, this is where I get into everything here is really good. Okay. So, number 7, The Spot from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
That's fair.
The Spot is awesome. The Spot is dope. I love that they took some nobody from the first movie that got a bagel thrown at him and that he became the Spot. I love his vibe. I love that he starts out as this kind of silly guy, but then his power intensifies to the point where he's a multiverse threatening scary villain. That's sick to me.
That's so fair.
Number 6, we have Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Bro, Kingpin is awesome.
Kingpin's dope. He's very scary.
It's super compelling. Very scary. He wants to bring Vanessa and their son back to life, and that's why he's literally destroying the universe. Is for that reason. And I think it's very compelling. I love the look of him being so ridiculously large with a tiny head. It's very Kingpin. I love it.
Fair enough.
So, number 5, we have Sandman from Spider-Man 3.
Okay. I have him a little bit higher, but I respect that.
Okay.
I'm glad he's up there.
Sandman's awesome. He's compelling. he cares about his daughter. And
you feel it.
Iconic.
You feel it when he's in that.
Iconic.
When he's in that scene, whenever he's trying to pick up the ring, breaks
and the
your
CGI
heart.
was awesome in this movie.
Very good.
In Spider-Man 3.
Yep.
And I wish they had Thomas Hayden Church actually on set for No Way Home. They just used his voice and kind of CGI'd him as Stan the whole time, but it's fine.
Well, whatever.
Next one, I have Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
Oh, interesting.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Okay.
Alfred Molina.
What number are you at?
4.
Okay. Wow, he's that low?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited to
And
see who you have above him.
here it is, my top 3 favorite on-screen Spider-Man villains. And number 3, I have Electro from TASM 2.
Don't you know? I'm Electro.
I'm Electro, don't you know? This
No
is
one
not
can-
rage bait.
Dude, that's crazy. I freaking hate Electro.
This is not rage bait. And here's why. I have a pretty good reason.
Okay, I'm listening.
My favorite scene in TASM 2 is the scene early on in the movie where Jamie Foxx has all these, I think, like rolls of paper or whatever it is on the street, and Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, I forget. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but basically they run into each other. He drops all this stuff, and like Spider-Man's being nice to him and helping him and all this, and Jamie Foxx is like, "Oh, why are you helping me, Spider-Man? I'm a nobody." And he says, "You're not a nobody. Like you're awesome," and it helps him. And I found that really beautiful because you watch this guy before that kind of be treated like trash in his job, and Jamie Foxx plays it really well. And then to see the warmness of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, like notice him and help him and take time with him when he could be anywhere else and tell him he's somebody. Like, to me, that's Spider-Man, right? Totally unnecessary. Doesn't have to be nice to this guy, but Spider-Man's more than just like stopping the villains, but he's somebody who genuinely stops and like cares about people and relates to him because Peter Parker's kind of an outcast as well. So to me, that's really great. And then when they bring Electro back in No Way Home, it brings him up so much higher because they kind of restylize him and make him way cooler than he was in TASM 2. And that's kind of part of the story of now he has the powers. And in this universe, it makes him look like normal Jamie Foxx, and he's like cool and has aura now. And he kind of acts like that. And then towards the end, whenever they take away his powers, he's like, "Oh man, now I'm back to being a nobody."
Doesn't he say that? He says that in the movie, doesn't he?
He says that. And
Dude,
then
you may have gotten me to bring him up a little bit. I actually am vibing with that. I'm rocking
Andrew
with that take.
Garfield has his mask off, and he's like, "You were never a nobody." Dude. Cinema,
Goosebumps.
brother.
Chills. That's
Goosebumps.
Good. That's
Goosebumps,
good,
bro.
Maybe I need to give it another talk.
Yes.
Okay.
But
All right,
Electro,
Poppy.
bro. Electro,
All right.
bro. All
I'm
right,
ready.
I'll speed run the next 2. My number 2 is Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming.
Interesting. That's
Michael
very
Keaton.
That's an interesting one. I haven't heard people loving the Vulture like that.
I love the Vulture like that, bro. All day long. Bro, I care about him. The opening scene sets him up as this guy who's trying to make it work for his family, and the rich people are kind of screwing him and his company over, right? So they end up stealing a bunch of alien tech, selling it, making money, right? Then you have the reveal at the end of the movie when Peter goes to knock on Liz's door to take her to Homecoming,
Yeah.
and Michael Keaton answers the door, and you realize, oh crap, he's her dad.
That's a
And then
fair take.
Everything from there on to the end of the movie, dog, is awesome.
Is
So,
tension. It's a lot of tension.
pure tension. It's awesome.
That is so
Man.
fair. Okay.
Okay. And here's
I
my
have-
number
I'm-
one.
Who
You
is it?
vibing? You vibing?
Yeah, who is it?
My number 1.
Who is it?
It's Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Come on.
Naturally. If he's not your number one, then you have a problem.
You have a problem, bro. I'm not even going to take time on this.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I agree.
In
I
Spider-Man
agree.
1, he's the best. In No Way Home, he's the best. I've spoken.
Dude, he's evil, and he's like pure evil in No Way Home. Like,
Yes.
I don't think I've seen a more sinister villain in any Spider-Man movie than him. He takes the
Yes.
cake. He takes the cake.
Yes. All right, Cole, let's hear yours.
Okay, I'm missing a few, and a few of these are memes. I think you took yours a little bit more serious than I did, so pop off. You have really good reasons. But here was my gut instinct, and I'm going to preface this with this. I haven't seen all the Spider-Man movies super recently, and I'm not good at storing that information in my brain, so a lot of the reasons that Caleb gave are pretty valid reasons. But here's my gut instinct list when I really sat down to think about it. Rhino is number 10. I'm missing a few, so we're just going to say that.
Okay.
Bro hops up on the screen at the end of TASM 2. Acts like he's about to do something. Movie's over. What? What a waste of a character. Setting up the Sinister Six like that, they did not do a good job. Huge problem. Probably why I hate Electro so much. Because that whole movie just sours me to basically every character. On top of the fact that Bro loses Gwen because he's stupid, but also it's sad. It's a whole thing. That movie just ruins it for me. But Rhino is definitely number 10. I hate him. Number 9. Mysterio. Thought Mysterio was such a stupid villain. Controlling tech. Sure, it looked cool. But what connection does he have to Spider-Man or Peter Parker? I think it's because he's a friend of Iron Man. Little Iron Boy Jr. Gonna cry. Number 8. Green Goblin. TASM 2. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Too high. Too high.
You think he's too high? Okay. Objectively, I put Rhino down because he has the least amount of screen time. Objectively. His character did absolutely nothing. Nothing. That's why he's 10, and I am not going to budge on that. Okay? Got to acknowledge that. Mysterio. I hated Mysterio. They wasted Jake Gyllenhaal. But Green Goblin TASM 2? At least there's a relationship to his boy, you know? But they did a way worse version of Green Goblin. I can understand it being too high. Maybe below Mysterio, but he's not going any lower than Mysterio. Rhino is the bottom of the list. I'm not gonna budge on that. What do you got to say? You have something. It's just not too high. It is not too high. Why? What are you doing with Batman?
I forgot to put this up.
Oh, Borghini. All right.
Keep going.
Above Green Goblin TASM 2 is Electro. You have some valid takes on Electro. He might move up later, but this is my ranking right now.
Okay.
I think that after he turned into Electro, I think he had some of the worst dialogue in the movie. Don't you know? I'm Electro. And as, you know, we talked about the nobody knew who I was, nobody, whatever that line was. I felt like that was really cringy. His character was pretty cringy to me in general, so the entire movie I'm just like trying not to laugh at him. And it's like, he seems like too much of a wimp for me to want to root for him. Like there's a level of wimpness that I can root for. But bro's just a little baby, and I can't root for him at all. And when he turns into a bad guy and he has powers, he does the classic, I've been bullied, I'm going to take it out on everybody. I did not find that interesting. I actually hated it. I don't like his character, but maybe I need to go back and reevaluate. I do think there's some good payoff for it in No Way Home. But, don't you know? I'm Electro. I freaking hate it. So, we're moving on. What is that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Prowler. I liked Prowler. I thought Prowler was pretty dope. Into the Spider-Verse, it's his uncle, and bro is scary on screen. He is absolutely scary on screen. I got nothing else to say. He played a pretty big role being part of Miles' family and just all of that story. I really liked him as a villain. I wish I would have put him a little higher after hearing some of your takes, but that's where he is now.
Yeah,
Kingpin,
no, he's great.
Kingpin is above Prowler. Kingpin's dope. He takes the show for every single scene that he's in. Yeah. Literally doing that entire multiverse thing just to save his family. Crazy.
Yeah.
I really liked Kingpin. Above Kingpin, Little Goblin Jr. It's the Raimi films, bro. What am I supposed to say? I liked it. I thought he was cringy. Maybe it's just nostalgia. This is not bait. I promise you this is not bait. I like Little Goblin Jr. You look like you got something to say. What do you got to say?
Too high.
We're moving on. What is this? Number 6. I'm just trying to get my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is number 7. Vulture. Haven't seen Homecoming in a long time. That's just where my gut told me to put him. But now that you brought up the tension that was built with Peter, the second he opened that door, I gotta move him up. I gotta move
him
Vulture
up, bro. Move him up. It's Michael Keaton, dog.
We are live moving him up, folks.
Send him up.
We are
Let's go.
live moving
As
him
you
up.
should, King. Michael Keaton is the GOAT. He's so good as Adrian Toombs.
I'm actually going to be moving up some things right now. Okay? Okay.
All right, we're live updating the ranking because I cook so hard.
Yeah, Caleb cooked hard. He reminded me of a lot of things I forgot about. Okay. Venom. Venom was above. I thought Venom was fun.
Yeah.
I don't really need to explain. Venom's super
was
sick. I like Venom.
Venom
Moving
looks cool
on.
for sure.
Prowler is above Venom now. Prowler's dope. He deserved way more in the limelight. I'm actually going to move Kingpin up too. I forgot to move him up. I'm going to put Kingpin above Prowler. So it goes Little Goblin Jr., Venom, Prowler, Kingpin. There we go. That makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Then we have the Lizard. I like the Lizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Lizard is now number 6. Lizard's dope. I really like TASM 1, aside from all of the parents' stupid stuff, like, oh, my parents died, and there's like this huge conspiracy with his family. I don't think his parents ever needed to be that important in the story.
Yeah.
The whole point is that Aunt May and Uncle Ben raised him until Uncle Ben dies, and then all he's got is Aunt May. I don't care about his parents. I don't care about anything going on in that secret weird, what is it, like the double zeros with the lines through it, right?
Yeah.
Was that hated it. TASM 1 has a lot of problems, but it's still better than TASM 2.
Totally.
But I like the Lizard. I feel like you can kind of relate to him when he starts going through that like biological change, because he doesn't fully go evil yet. And through his downfall, I think he's still trying, and then ultimately just takes over, and then he tries to take it over. But there's a lot of problems with TASM 1, but I don't hate the Lizard. Moving on to number 5, we're going up to Vulture. I moved Vulture up there. Vulture's cool. I need to rewatch Homecoming. It's been a while. Number 4, Sandman. Doesn't get much better than his story. He's so wholesome. He doesn't want to be doing what he's doing. He broke out. Like, what is the little package that he has? It's all kinds of letters, right, that he puts underneath his daughter's pillow.
I think so, but I don't fully remember.
He breaks out of prison. He doesn't harm anyone, I don't think. And he's just trying to get away. They find him. He turns into Sandman. And he doesn't know what to do with himself. He can't pick up the wedding ring. And bro's just going on a trip. He probably has the most redemption out of any of the villains we've seen in Spider-Man. Would you say?
Yeah, for sure. He's great.
Okay, this one's going to be a really hot take. And this one's kind of a meme, but I also think it's so valid. In my number 3 position, I have Eddie Brock. Specifically for one scene.
You're still talking about from Spider-Man 3?
Yep. Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Not Venom. He goes to the church and he prays to God not to kill Spider-Man, but to kill Peter Parker for embarrassing him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's more diabolical than almost anyone but Willem, okay?
I'm trying to reach that level of hater.
Number 3, I have to put Eddie Brock. Dude was so
petty. That's a crazy number 3. I get that, but dog, that's wild.
It's kind of a meme, but every time I thought about taking it out, I was like, no, he deserves to be up there. He's
that is
evil.
Diabolical.
He is straight
He's just
evil.
an op.
Okay, number 2, Doc Ock. Doc Ock's fired.
Yeah.
I love his story. He didn't want to do that to himself. It happened. He probably has more redemption than Sandman, but I think you feel more bad for Sandman because you have a lot of emotions going on. But logically, you understand what's going on with Doc Ock, and he's like a mentor to Peter. And then all of the memes with him got the what is it? The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Yeah, right.
And then he takes it down into the ocean with him when he dies. And then his redemption arc in No Way Home. There's just so many good things about Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Up to my number 1. Willem Dafoe, absolute masterclass.
The GOAT.
Dude is so sinister. You can't really beat his performance in a Spider-Man movie. So there's my controversial take. Caleb definitely has a lot more receipts. Mine's just based on emotion and gut instinct. I should probably rework it for later.
It's still a good ranking. That's still a good ranking.
But yeah, Rhino is definitely 10, and I can't believe you don't have him lower than that. Or yours, what was he? He's 10 on yours, but for me, it's the very bottom of mine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I think for sake of time, we do one more ranking.
Great.
And we save the other one for another week.
You got it.
There's lines of dialogue or action. I'm kind of feeling lines of dialogue.
Great, let's do lines of dialogue. Do we want to rank the movies?
Maybe we should save the ranking for after we re-review No Way Home.
Great, because I have No Way Home at 7 right now, and it probably shouldn't be
Yeah,
there.
that's disgusting. And if you say any more, I'm going to get real upset. All
All
right.
right.
All right. So we're doing 5, right? Top 5.
Dude, you're a No Way Home glazer. You love No Way Home.
Dude, I will glaze on it, dog. All
I
day
know you
long,
will.
baby boy.
I
All right.
know.
All right. What are we talking about? Favorite lines of dialogue? 5, right? I have 5 written down.
I have a bunch, but we can just go. Hit it.
All right.
Hit your
So,
favorite. Or not
my
your
favorite
favorite.
lines of my top 5 ranked favorite lines of dialogue from the Spider-Man movies. In 5th place, I have Pizza Time.
Pizza Time's
If
great.
anyone doesn't have it on their list, like, what are you doing?
I didn't rank mine like bottom to top.
Okay.
I just wrote down my favorite ones. Pizza
We'll do
Time's
that.
Pizza Time's definitely on there. It's on my list.
Okay. Here's some more of my favorite lines of dialogue. We have, this is from Into the Spider-Verse. We talked about it. You know, Miles Morales asked Peter B. Parker, when will I know I'm ready? Peter B. Parker says, you won't. It's a leap of faith. That's all it is. Miles, a leap of faith.
Yeah, that one's fire. I think I just wrote,
line.
all I wrote is, you won't. It's a leap of faith. That one's fire scene. I also wrote, in the Spider-Verse, says, everyone keeps telling me how my story's supposed to go. Story's supposed to go. Nah, I'm going to do my own thing. And then he goes and does his own thing. Like, as a kid watching this, that must be freaking awesome just to watch your hero who's a young boy. Because you relate to Miles if you're a lot younger, you know, because Spider-Man's like a young adult. He's just going to go do his own thing. And that's so sick to go watch on screen. Love it.
It is.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a like iconic line. All right. Dude, I love this one. Okay, this is from Spider-Man Homecoming.
Bet.
It is just the line, "Come on, Spider-Man." It is the scene where Spider-Man and Vulture were fighting in the warehouse. Vulture uses his wings to destroy the pillars holding the structural integrity of this place. You have all this concrete and rubble that lands on Spider-Man. And this is in Act 3, like almost the end of the movie. Vulture leaves thinking he's dead, right? Now Spider-Man is literally trapped under all this rubble, crushed, all this weight on him. And dude, Tom Holland's performance is like, this is what cemented him as like maybe the GOAT Spider-Man. The desperation in his voice and just shouting, help, help. And like the desperation sounds like a 15-year-old boy. Like, dude,
I hear it. I hear it.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. And then
goated.
He has to figure out what to do, right? So he has this little puddle of water under him, and he looks at it, and his mask is laying there, and he sees on half of the reflection, or on the water, he sees half of his face in the reflection, half of the Spider-Man mask. And
Dude,
he just
that
says,
shot was fire.
and he just says, come on, Spider-Man. Come on, Spider-Man. Come on, Spider-Man. And slowly unlocks the strength that he's always had. And it's not about the suit.
Nope.
Because he's wearing his pajamas. And it's awesome.
Oh, dude, that is actually a really good point. I need to rewatch the Homecoming movies. Maybe not Far From Home, but definitely the Homecoming movies.
Yeah.
I guess it's just Homecoming and No Way Home at that point. So I guess I need to rewatch both of those because I can hear him saying, come on, Spider-Man, and I know exactly what desperation you are hearing in his voice. So good.
Feel it, dog.
That's fire. I'm going to completely switch it here. That's a cute outfit. Your husband gave it to you? Iconic for the memes. But
I forgot about that one.
Bet you weren't expecting that one. But here's an iconic
Your
one.
husband give it to you.
With great power comes great responsibility. Iconic. I think that's probably the most iconic Spider-Man line in the entire history of Spider-Man. That's the epitome of his character. So good.
Absolutely. I wrote that one down too because it's classic, but I wrote it down the way Marissa Tomei says it in No Way Home, which is, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. And the way she delivered it was awesome. So
you like it? You like it? I like Uncle Ben, but I respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a few more. The rest of mine are memes. Pretty much all of Spider-Man 3. Find us some shade. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Oh, dude.
Want forgiveness? Get religion.
Yeah.
Oh, look, little Goblin Jr. gonna cry. I guess it's all Bully Maguire. So the Bully Maguire
my
stuff
gosh.
is iconic.
Yes.
And for me, the last one I have is the iconic Spider-Man one. I forget the part where that's my problem. Ultimately leading to
The
Uncle
sickest
Ben's
burn.
death. It was insane. So lots of good lines in the trilogy. Lots.
And it's funny because that's like kind of funny. Like you say, I forget the part where that's my problem. And it's kind of a funny line, but it's also like the embodiment of Spider-Man because he will learn that everything is his problem because he has the responsibility.
Yeah.
Cool. I have one more I'll say.
I'm ready.
I have one more I'll say. This one is also from Spider-Man No Way Home because everything about the movie's peak. It is the moment when Zendaya's MJ, falls down from the rafters, is falling from like 50 feet in the air to her death. And Tom Holland, his Peter number 1, jumps down to save her. Green Goblin swoops with his glider and takes Tom Holland away. And now MJ is just falling to her death. Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, sees this, immediately acts, jumps down, and catches her, and then uses his webs to safely get them to the ground. And
That's good dialogue. That's good dialogue.
Sorry,
right
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm setting the scene. I'm sorry. He saves MJ.
Yep.
They land, and he looks at her, and it goes from a wide shot to a close shot of his face, and there's tears already welled up in his eyes, and he just says, "Are you okay?"
Okay, I got one more. That's crazy because this is directly paralleling TASM 2. I have a quote in here. You're wrong about us being on different paths. We're not on different paths. You're my path, and you're always going to be my path. Oh.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh. So,
That's
like,
good.
yeah, dude. Freaking Gwen dying and then Andrew getting to save her
Dude.
in No Way Home. Oh,
Beautiful.
So good. That was so good.
So good. And just the way Andrew Garfield plays that is very subtle and beautiful. Like his voice is kind of breaking when he asks if she's okay.
100%.
Oh, bro. Oh my God. Andrew Garfield is like my top 3 actors of all time. I've spoken.
You need to stop saying I've spoken after super controversial hot takes like that. Because it's not funny anymore. You're just saying things.
I've spoken. No rage bait here. No rage bait.
I'm going to unspeak for you. I love you, Andrew Garfield, but you're not even top 5 or top 10.
Bro hates Andrew Garfield.
I like Andrew Garfield. I like some of the Garfield movies. What the heck does he know about this? Just kidding. He's a good actor.
Cool. This is the internet. If you don't love them, you hate them. If you are not with me, you're against me. Anakin Skywalker.
I have spoken.
Don't use my words against me.
You're not allowed to laugh at that if you truly believe it.
I'm just going to say, Spider-Man, Tick, Tick, Boom, Jim Baker. He's amazing.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Social Network. Social Network. Social Network.
Still not top 10. Sorry. Those are all great movies, but just because you're in a lot of great movies doesn't mean you're the top 10 actor. Sorry.
I didn't say top 10. I said top 3. I've spoken.
I've spoken.
Well, thanks everyone for watching this episode of Real Friends. This one was a lot of fun. This one, we're just yapping, having a good time, talking about things we love. You know what? I freaking love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I do too. I wish I had all the knowledge that all the Spiderheads have, but it's just fun yapping about Spider-Man, and even if you're not super involved, because you learn new things about him. And I love Spider-Man, but I'm kind of stupid and forget things. So having this discussion with you, Caleb, really changed my perspective on some characters that I need to go back and reevaluate, which is a big part of what I want this podcast to be. Me having a conversation that I don't normally have with someone about something that I don't fully understand or even potentially care about anymore. And like, oh, I forgot Spot existed, probably because I haven't watched Across the Spider-Verse in a while, which I need to do. I
Yeah.
need to watch Across the Spider-Verse so I can get a new perspective on Spot and go from there. And that's pretty much for all of the villains, specifically Vulture, because I need to feel that chilling sense of dread when he opens that door and he sees the villain he's been fighting as his girlfriend's dad.
Oh,
Crazy. Crazy. Oh, so
Bro.
good.
so just a little preview for the rest of the month. Like I said, we're theming the podcast on Spider-Man because it's brand new day o'clock. So we haven't laid out everything detail by detail, but the week before brand new day drops, actually, I think the week of, technically, the Monday before, we're going to be dropping a review of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Amen.
My favorite movie of all time. Cole, remind everyone, where are you at with No Way Home? It's been a while since you've seen it.
I've only seen No Way Home once. My fault.
I didn't know that.
I've only seen it once. I know, I have a problem.
I've seen it 5 times in theaters. Actually,
Marvel
6.
fatigue. Marvel fatigue. Marvel fatigue. Sorry, I'm getting really frustrated with Marvel. That's why I haven't watched it. But I watched it. I was like, this is dope. I love seeing Toby and Andrew. I love seeing all the villains. But my initial take was it's a bunch of fan service. I said it. It was a bunch of fan service. That's what it felt like.
It's a bad take.
And they shut up. Let me talk. Do you want me to glaze you right now or not?
Yes, King.
Thank you.
Sorry.
But me and Caleb were on the phone one day. Hey, bro. How's it going? It's going good. Oh, yeah, you're on the phone. Good. It's going good. Cool. What about you? Yeah. Why don't you like No Way Home? I was like, just felt like a bunch of fan service, bro. Haven't seen it in a while. I didn't really care for it. You know, it's just not my cup of tea. Bro, that is not the case at all. Let me tell you why. Each of the Spider-Men, they each had their own arc. And that's not fan service. And I was like, I put the phone down. Maybe he has a point. Because that's true. From what I remember, they all had their own individual arc. Caleb, I think you're right. But I don't know if you are right. But what I do know is I need to watch it again. Bye. I hung up. Sorry, bro.
And here we are.
That was like 2 years ago. Now we're doing a podcast and I have to watch it. So here we go. I need to rewatch it because I want to watch it. So I'll probably watch Homecoming first and then watch No Way Home. I'll skip Jake Gyllenhaal. He's really close to Rhino on my list. I'm sorry. I just think he's such a pointless character.
Yeah.
Boo.
That's fair.
Boo.
That's fair.
And I have one note. On Instagram, people were talking about how Supergirl in the movie, they kept changing things from the comics. It's like, well, you have to think about it from the perspective of the comics. Or from the comics, yeah. And I was like, no, you don't. The movie chose not to put these things in it. So that instantly means what's in the comics doesn't matter for the review of the movie.
100% agree. Good take.
So I'm trying to remember the point I was trying to make with that.
If a movie needs you to know about the comic to be good,
Yes, thank you.
then the movie's not good.
And the reason I thought about that is because I don't know anything about Mysterio. And maybe Mysterio in the comics has a lot more depth to his hatred for Spider-Man. And I don't know that. But the movie doesn't really portray it aside from being an Iron Man thing.
Yeah.
So that's my take. Mysterio sucks. That's it. He's going below Rhino because I hate him so much. But Rhino's
Boom.
barely above him. Barely above
He's
him.
spoken. He's spoken. So anyways, we are going to hit a review of Spider-Man No Way Home the week before brand new day. Maybe we'll hit Homecoming too. We should. Let's hit Homecoming too. And we're going to have some other fun stuff, Spider-Man related, all this month. So please keep watching.
Yes.
And if we get a chance, we'll probably review some other movies coming out this month. I mean, I kind of want to review the live action Moana coming out because I think it's going to be awful. So that could be fun.
I don't know if I have the strength to do it. The second I saw Dwayne The Rock Johnson on the boat singing, it's like, I'm out. I'm
so
out.
bad.
I can't do it, bro.
We could do the lines of dialogue segment again with that. You know that movie's going to have the worst dialogue you've ever heard.
That's so true. That might be the only thing that can get me through it.
Just get your phone, put it on bottom brightness, or get a notepad and just write down the cringe that is invading your ear holes.
I I don't know if I have the strength, but I know I'll do it. So let's make it happen.
So
Let's review.
we'll
Let's
plan on
review
that.
Moana. Let's review Moana. And
We'll review Moana.
Caleb's considering watching Backrooms since the
Yes.
extended cuts back in theaters, right?
Yes, I am. I want to. I want to see it. So
Yeah.
if I can find time to do both, I will.
Great. Well, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have all of our podcasts up on Apple Music or on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify Podcasts. It's on YouTube. I don't think YouTube has a separate podcast. It's just full
doesn't.
there with video. You only get audio on Spotify and Apple Music. So take that for what you can. We're trying hard to keep this legit, even if we're two goofballs with microphones in front of us with some Funko Pops in the background. We're just having fun.
We
So
are.
listen to it if you want. Watch the shorts if that's all you care about. I don't really care.
Yep.
But keep engaging because we're going to do our best to bring you some fire content. Right, Caleb?
Yep. That's right. Follow us on Instagram at realfriendspodcast_. Follow us on TikTok. I think it's the same thing. I don't remember.
Yep.
But
Yep.
just look for us. We'll have the same logo we have here on whatever you're watching this on. And
100%.
thank you all again just for engaging with us. And, a like, a comment, a share, a view, anything helps us. So
A
thank you so
critique.
much.
We'll take critiques.
Yes. Cook us. Roast us. Please.
Roast us. We laugh.
We don't
text
mind.
we screenshot them and send them to each other because they're
Yes.
so funny. So keep it up. You make us laugh.
And who knows? Maybe we'll read your comment on the show. So we'll see.
Yes, please. All right. Well, guys, have a fire rest of your day. Thanks for being a real friend. Caleb, I will talk to you later.
All right. Goodbye.
Peace.